We're logging into the Fotolia SmartFlo app with our user ID and password. Upon login, we'll come to the Fotolia tab. Here we see the simple keyword search. Typing in a keyword will give you the ability to retrieve from the Fotolia library all of the assets with that keyword tag associated with it. If you come across to Archives and Collections, you're going to find that you have an archive called My Archive. This has been set up for you by the system, and it is an area for you to import files to, and you can click on the folder here and open it up and select files to import and pull those files from your desktop. And by clicking on a file and selecting it, you'll see it'll pop up in the upload capability, and you're going to be loading a file into your archive. It'll create thumbnails and previews, create properties, give you the ability to view the file, manage versions of it, as well as tag the file with various keywords. And so if it's a bottle as a keyword tag, we can add that tag, and now we see the asset is in the archive, My Archive. To create new archives, you go over to the admin side of the system. In the admin side, you have archives that you can see My Archive popping up. It's a running archive. If you want to create archives within a project, then we could say this is my customer project dot new business. And now we've created an archive that is got a project, customer project, with an archive for new business. And we could then say that we could have old business and maintain an archive with old business under the customer project. You have the ability to add and delete these as you would like, and if you go and look at the archive section now, we can see My Archive, customer project, new business, and old business. That's how you create an archive, and these archives then can be used to load any file type into it and then manage and share access to those archives. So when you log into your Fotolia account, one might come over here and say, I want to log into Fotolia. I'm looking at these assets that are in Fotolia. If I want to download one of these assets, I can click on it, and it's going to ask me to log in with my user ID and password to allow me to download. It shows me my subscription and the credits I have available. And if I then look up above here, I can see that I now see the accounts. So I have my new business, old business, and My Archive, which I can then download too. So in this case, I'm going to take this image and say old business, and I'm going to download it to the archive as well as to the desktop at the same time. Clicking on it will launch the download, ask me where I want to put it. I can put it obviously in any folder or on my desktop. Go ahead and do that. It's now immediately marked the image that it's been purchased. I can see the log that shows me who purchased it and when, and the file then is down on my desktop as well, and so we can open it up from there. Or if we come back to the system and look at the archives, we'll find that the file is also inside of the old business archive, and when it was brought in, all of the tags that were associated with it came in with it as well, and the properties that relate to the media ID and the information about the asset all came in with it, and it populated the properties information. So now that when we come back in and we start doing tag searches, we'll see that our tags have all been updated with the various assets that were associated with it. So if I click on funny or curious, I'm getting that asset back because I'm searching against it. And of course I can use those tags, and now if I wanted to search on little and then add to it fur, curious, isolated, paw, pet. We're getting a smaller and smaller result. In fact, here's our asset, little kitten, that is coming up as the hottest hit on all of these keywords that we've put in. And obviously our little clown here is posed for all these different shots.